All right, so we are getting a bunch of firewood and bringing it down to the house.
Good work, son.
I think we're communicating pretty well right now.
I bought that.
Oh, you're so funny.
We heat our house entirely with wood, with our wood stove. Really try not to turn on the heater. I mean, the only time we really do is if it's like we don't have time to get a fire going or something and it's really cold. For the most part, we never turn the heater on. Firewood is always a thing that we have to do every season. Make sure we maintain our trees. We've got to decide which trees, you know, are alive and which ones are dead, if we have to take any trees down. All this wood is from trees that have fallen in the past 3-4 years. There was one year where we lost a ton of trees, like 5 different trees. We were able to process it and then dry it, and now we're taking the wood, like 2 years later, we're taking it down to the house. Every year we have to do tree maintenance and tree work. And it's really important where we are, 1, for heating our house, but then 2, because we're in sort of a high fire zone. The biggest thing about firewood is once you run out, it's too late. You got to do the work on the firewood maintenance before you run out.
I almost hit.
Good job, Sam.
Hey, Shiny, son,
Oh,
good job, Finny girl.
so heavy.
Look at you guys' work here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Find the hole. Yep, that's perfect. Let's put it all the way in. Yep. Good job. This has been aging for 2 years plus, so the second that you run out and you're like, oh, now I'm just gonna go cut down a tree, all that wood's not gonna be ready for a couple years. So got to stay up on it every year.
We actually have a lot of wood on hand stacked up like this right now.
From that one year, all those trees fell.
Yeah, there was one year that there was like 4 or 5 trees that fell. 2 down by the house, and this one here, and there's a smaller one up the road here, and there's a giant limb that came down over the wood shed over there.
And remember, we also did some maintenance on some trees that had some limbs that were kind of close to the house.
Nice.
Good shit, bro.
a friend come and kind of cut some of those branches away, and so we had all that wood too. That's all the wood that's in the shed over there.
We have a huge pile under, there's an old wood shed that we've always stored firewood in. So we've been working on this wood pile here for a little while now. This has always just been the kind of dumping grounds on the property for any logs or wood that we should split and chop up and stack for firewood. Just no one's really gotten around to chopping it up and splitting it and stacking it for firewood for quite some time. The pile's probably been sitting here for 4 or 5 years now. Rented a log splitter for almost a full week, and we split a bunch of firewood up and stacked it up under there. Yo, shout out to all our friends and neighbors that have come help us chop firewood over the years. That wood shed over there probably has, I don't even know, like that's got to be 6 to 8 cords of wood easily. I mean, it must be 20 feet wide by, you know, it's over my head, it's 7 feet tall. Okay, maybe I'm exaggerating a little, but this is quite a bit of wood. We could pull from that at any point in time, but I'd rather like leave that. It's all good and drying and cured under the wood shed there. We have other piles of wood all around the property. Some like this has already been split, but then there's other trees. There's some huge trees and limbs over here that we need to buck into logs and split. There's another one up here, and we still have a pile of basically buck limbs and log that was from a tree that came down a couple years ago. We processed probably half of that and then just ran out of time and didn't get around to it and filled up the woodshed, and so that stuff's been sitting. We just need to rent the log splitter again and split all that up into pieces. We made a whole short reel movie video vertical thing about using a chop saw to limb up firewood. So if you haven't seen that, we'll put the link in the profile. You should check that out.
This is oak, burns really hot and long. Not the best for starting the fires, but really good once you have like some good embers established.
The oak is nearly impossible to split with an axe. I mean, we don't even try to do it with an axe anymore.
Oh my God, it just like bounces. The axe like bounces on it.
Yeah, we get a log splitter and
we got nothing to prove here. You can come a little more. A little more. All right, that's good.
Hold on tight, 'cause we're going for a ride.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. See you soon.
Climb up a mountain of desire. See if we can dig it any higher.